tuned in to the Low and Boosted podcast. Hit follow on every platform, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, Low and Boosted. Like, comment, subscribe.
Your car deserves more than just a wash. At Blackglass, we give it the full treatment. PPF to protect your paint, tint to keep you cool and protected from UV rays, ceramic coating for that deep lasting shine, paint correction to restore a flawless finish, and detailing to make it feel brand new. Want a new look? Try a color change wrap. Bold, clean, and completely custom. And do you have a fleet? Our commercial wraps make your business stand out and your brand unforgettable, where quality, protection, and style come standard. Book your appointment with Blackglass.
stop.
All right, we are good now. Okay.
We hear you.
We hear you. Oh, you can hear now? Yeah.
Yep, it's good.
Hello. All right, there we go. And you guys hear me now? Yeah, I hear it loud and clear. You hear it? Is it good? All right. Sorry about that, guys. Good thing about being live. So nobody heard what we said on there, but you guys. So let's.
It was a private conversation.
It was a private conversation with all of us.
Yeah.
So let's get back into it. Let's get through that. We got Joe on here, Top Gear Garage. Joe, how we doing again tonight?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Doing good. So you're in the car business. You like cars, right?
I love cars.
Right. What was your first car that you had that you
My
started?
first car was an '86 Subaru GL, little sedan.
Okay.
I cut the muffler off, lit the muffler on, and yep.
Here we are. Yeah. Right. So you got an M3 now. You got your Mitsubishi. So let's let everybody know about your M3.
My M3 is a 23 M3 competition. So far, I've done mid pipes on it, exhaust tips. I got a piggyback on it. I redid the whole front grille. I got new side skirts coming in that are yet to be seen. New back slats on it and everything. So it's a work in progress, but it's coming along very well, very quickly, I should say, where it was.
Okay. And then you got your Lancer, your Evo.
Yeah, my Evo.
What do you got under that?
That there, it's very mild. It's a Evo 9 turbo. It's got Exetti twin disc in it, current head stand, intake on it. I can call it parents, but I have I got so much stuff under it, but it's like it's so minor. You know what I mean? Like it's more of a reliable build. Got 220,000 miles on it. There's no motor and trans, which like the trans just gave us the ghost. So
Gotta love the trend.
yeah, but I got another one waiting to go, and once I get time, in between doing everyone else's stuff, I'll get mine in and eventually get that back out.
It's always that way when you have a shop.
Yeah, it is, but I enjoy what I do. So.
And where's your shop and what's it called?
My shop is Top Gear Garage. It's in Coopersburg, right off the Lineport Pike.
Okay.
Yeah, right where my Lineport is. If anybody's for that.
Okay. Easy to find it.
Yep. Yeah. Like I said, I'm working on a website, so hopefully we'll have that up in the next couple of months. Got that going. You know, you can always find us under, you know, Google like Joe's Top Gear Garage. It should come up. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it's still under the old. Like if I know when I GPS, it still comes up as the old name, so I gotta get that fixed.
Okay. What other business? What's the other business?
The other business is Buck Roast Gentleman's Club. That's in Reading.
Okay, I can get loaded. Okay, so do they give bucks? No, I'd ask them, right? You know? Okay. Special gifts, where can they find you on that one again?
That one there, that's in Reading.
Ready, yeah, okay. Okay, so, you know, we're here to talk about car scene. What's the current state of you of the car scene?
I think it can use some guidance. It needs some help. I don't think all of it's bad. It's just some of the things that I've seen, that I'm sure you've seen too, have been kind of not fair or, you know, good.
Okay.
But there are some very good things out there too. Also.
Okay, they can, I guess, barely hear you, so let me see your mic real quick. Hold on, guys, we're gonna fix this.
I hear you loud and clear.
You hear me loud and clear over there? Let's see if we hear him. There we go. Turn this volume up. All right. Let me know if you hear us now. Thank you for letting me know. You know, first time doing this, live on location, guys, so exciting. Yeah, give us a little bit of room for, you know, a little, you know, mishaps, but that's doing it live, right?
Yep. Oh, that's the best part. These are the best parts of believers.
Yeah, for sure. Now, what are the things that you see wrong in the car scene that could be fixed?
One is just favoritism a lot. I see a lot of favoritism, just not properly being judged right. Some of them, it's kind of like, oh, that's their click, and that's where it gets this, gets that, gets the other things. And I don't believe in that very much myself. I do, you know, I throw pistons, which I just started doing last year. And we do it on a grading system because you can't show favoritism. So it goes off of what you did or, you know,
Keep going.
we try to show everyone our appreciation for everything. You know, like you have a $10,000 car with $500 worth of car, or you have a $100,000 car with $100,000.
Yeah.
Because not everyone can afford $100,000 side of it, you know. And people need to be appreciated for what they tried to do instead of being laughed at or pointed at or something like that. We're supposed to bring each other up in this community. That's how it's gonna last.
Yeah.
If not, we're just gonna go negative, you know. Because you're gonna have other people that are gonna start complaining, you know, this person here, that person there. Oh, you know, look at this guy's car. Why do I do like that?
Yeah, no, definitely that. The bullying aspect too. That they bully somebody and then they buy certain things from the car.
110%. You know,
They know how to bid.
we've heard it.
And Larry.
This is one of those, like, I try to do with, you know, I have no business in my race, not by any means. I try to make do with what I can. You know what I mean? Just like my daughter.
Little couple guys.
She does, you know, I help her out when I can to fix her car, but at the same time, like, if she wanted neon lights on it, she has to buy always like that's what she can afford, that's what she can afford, you know.
No, for sure.
And, you know, the same way just with people in general, like, you know,
Hell.
some of us are out there, you know, we're down with McDonald's, do what we can do.
I was moving and chilling today. I was working on concrete.
You know, trying to point out not everyone's
Yeah, you were working.
$30 an hour can afford to.
Yeah.
Some of us have.
Yeah, well, you missed it. You
I
missed
can't afford them.
I don't want to get it.
And you have best that I can.
What I look like? Right? No matter what they drive, how much money you have, or what they was not we're too worried about judging, how we're worried about the next person to buy. Right? Why are we there?
My thing is, you shouldn't have to have.
You fish crawl into
You know, or even have $100,000 in your bill. To me, it's a
This thing's a work tractor.
You want to give me another job? I trust me pretty much. Kids are just getting into it. They can't afford to do $100,000 bill on a car, but still, they put some rims on. Yeah. Not put rims on soon. That's not how it works. Or bring them up. Now they're gonna be like, oh, I like my rims. What can I do next? Where can I move on? But if you kick them down when they're already down, where are they gonna go? Nowhere. They're not gonna go anywhere. They're gonna be like, well, look at this. Yeah.
Right, and not want to do nothing, whether it's small, big, or just putting a decal on it, all right? They're not going to want to do it. Yeah, no, you're right. We need to start bringing, the people motivation to do more, and it out more.
And it's not just the old people, it's not just the young kids, it's everyone in between. They're all, it's all people come together. Certainly the house are kids in the market. The old heads all muscle car, all these new Japanese cars.
Why are we talking about this?
I might like a Japanese car, which I am too. I've been there, but it's like, just sit there and take a part thing. I think it's that. And considering the friendship
We don't work
make
together anymore.
everyone here, all the friendships that we like, basketball community, get together and support. Not starting with small, and we're hard.
Oh my God.
Dropping the fork. My daughter likes cars. This is really cool because you have learned you might never build it, you never know what you're doing. They might so you could learn, but it's bought that house, build it. Make it fit me, and it's worth it. It's hard enough. We battle against the rules and stuff like that. Just literally consider a car somewhere nicely and that's just even then we still have to go. Because there are so many other people out there doing things wrong.
Bad name, and now we're getting a bad experience because of what they did.
What's happening is why there's all these other people. Yeah, but they're not eating. I guess nobody can hear what I'm saying.
Hold on. Let's see if this is any better. It was on quad for some reason and not mono.
Oh,
So,
okay.
This should be better, but we'll get it. So how do you fix this type of problem?
It makes it hard because you can't control what other people do, but as a community together, we can try to push them out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or bring them in and teach them the right way. I think that's another thing too.
Yeah. Well, what about the ones that don't want to learn?
The ones that don't want to learn, I mean, just as a community, like we got to learn to just deal with them in some way. I couldn't even I can't even say because it's something that's out of our control.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it really hard.
Much better. We're good now.
Sweet.
Yeah. Had it on the wrong setting, guys. Sorry. I had it on some setting that was picking everybody else up except for us. I got this now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. They're letting me know we're better now. So,
Sweet.
But yeah, what do we do with them ones that we can't, fix?
It's hard to say what to do with them because there's what can you do? You know what I mean? At the same time, it's like your hands are tied to a point, but at the same time, like as a community, we can all come together and try to just make sure that stays out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just have each other's backs at that point in time where, if you have that one person that's coming there and causing a ruckus, like we all just need to come together and just be like, fix it or go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At that point, like they're not welcome anywhere else until they can fix this.
And the bad part is, right, them little ones that are doing all this stuff wrong makes the rest of us look so bad that even
110%.
even if we do everything right, they're still getting the spotlight.
Well, that's the issue with like today's culture is they always focus in on the bad things. They don't focus in on the good things. You don't hear enough announced of the good things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, like even once again, my pins and pistons that we do, with the misshifters, it's one of those we do that, we throw that show, and literally we're benefiting the youth bowling league there.
Yeah.
But if someone did a burnout going down the street, that's going to get more attention than the fact that we're actually donating all this money to a great cause for kids.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest issue. Even in the news today, it's the same way. They focus on all the negative things instead of putting out the good things.
Clicks and views because people.
Yeah.
It's we all do it. We all see that crazy wild thing and all look at it. Oh my God! And we give it the attention that we shouldn't give it. And
110%. We glorify the bad stuff instead of the good stuff.
Yeah. With social media and everything else, it's so hard to move away from that because everything's based on the clicks and views.
It is.
And the algorithms all push a lot of that stuff because of clicks and views.
Yeah.
So it's so hard to change that narrative.
It's
with
very
social
hard.
Media, the news.
It's very hard. I mean, like I said, you see it every day just in our regular news. For some reason, I remember when I was younger, every now and then you hear about a new business open up, this, that. Now all you hear is, oh, this business is closing, this is that. Where's the good stuff? I want to wake up and hear at least one good thing out of the 10 bad things that are happening.
That would make, if we started being able to do something like that where they're putting out, it would give everybody a better outlook on life and start everybody's day better, right?
110%.
That's why a lot of people don't watch the news anymore.
Well, yeah, that's why.
Of
why are so many people depressed? Because all you're hearing is depressing stuff. You start hearing good things, people, that will, their morale is going to come up.
Yeah.
Because they're going to sit there and be like, you know what, this is great. It makes you feel good inside. Yeah. And then they're going to go out and they're going to do great things because they feel good about doing stuff.
Yes.
But if all we see is the negative part of doing stuff, like it's not going to turn into anything but negative.
It's the same way with like you said, with the cars, back to the car scene. If we keep up with the negative stuff and we don't give people the positive encouragement they need to do things with their
110%.
car, it's going to keep going that way, and people are going to stop wanting to be involved in the car scene.
I mean, the thing is why am I going to want to go to a car gathering when I know that there's going to be nothing but trouble there? You're going to have people just whether they're ragging on your car or they're doing stupid stuff, burnouts, just sitting there and revving up their engines for 5 minutes straight for no reason. Just like, why? We're here to enjoy each other's company, each other's cars. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if you have a $5 build or you have $1 million build. Enjoy what they brought because they brought what they can.
Yes.
Don't be like, oh, $5 car, ha ha ha. No, look at my 100,000. No, I like your $5 car.
Find something that you can point out that you see they've done.
Yeah.
And compliment them on it.
Exactly.
Show them that you've seen it and you acknowledge it, and it will make them want to do more. Whether, like you said, it's a $5 piece or
just and the thing is, you have these the keyboard warriors. You know what I mean? Like Christy was just telling me today. She was telling me that like she keeps getting all these people. Oh, pull it up. That's car's slow. Blah blah blah. It's like, dude, you're probably driving in like a freaking Jeep Wrangler or something. Like what do you like?
Yeah.
Is it a jealousy?
That car right there, right?
Yeah, this car right here.
900 horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it ain't slow.
That's what I'm saying, but because you can just say whatever you want on the thing, you could turn everything negative. And at the end of the day, then why am I going to look at the comments on things, instead of someone lifting me up being like, hey, that's great. That's awesome of what you did. Like, I'm proud of what you did. That's awesome. It's got to be, oh, well, I don't have that, so I'm just going to bash this one here.
But here's the worst part. So a lot of that bashing comes from people that make these fake accounts. They have no followers, no nothing.
110%.
So why are they doing it? They're going out of their way to make a fake account to do this. Why?
Because a hater's going to hate.
Haters going to hate.
No.
You're absolutely
That's the simplest
right.
way to put it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. They'll go from your car to your clothes to your shoes to,
Yeah,
to your house. Like, oh well, I got something bigger. Why is your house so small? Like,
because they're miserable in life.
exactly, they're just miserable in life. And the thing is, you can't let those people affect you.
No, I've been there.
No.
I've been bullied. I've been talked about with my looks, and I got to the point where I had to realize I had to not care, which is very, very hard.
Yeah.
To not care what somebody says, right? And
Of
I
course.
had to find the self-confidence in myself to move forward and not listen to whatever somebody's saying, so I can enjoy my life.
Mhm.
And it's hard, right? It's very
Yeah.
hard to get through that. Some people can't.
Oh yeah, no, I hear you.
But
I mean, listen, like for me, like I have other cars too. I have a '92 Plymouth Laser that's been sitting there for 3 years. I haven't been able to touch it.
That name in years.
Yeah, it's an all-wheel drive turbo '92, and you know what? I bought it with a bad motor, and it's still sitting there with a bad motor because once again I haven't had time to get to it.
Yep.
I have enough there to build it up to match this car. I literally have everything there that I could push about what this car is pushing
Don't
here.
have time.
I don't have time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But they look at me and they're like, "Well, why do you have that? Like, it's a piece of junk." And it's like, to me, it's not.
Yeah.
I have a '96 Eclipse convertible. To me, it's a piece of junk, but I love it.
Yeah.
So I don't care what anybody else has to say about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, the top leaks a little bit, and interior's got some rips in it, but
got
I
character.
absolutely love that car.
Yeah.
And if you can't appreciate that I love the car, then that's on you.
And that's what's wrong with today's society. A lot of people can't appreciate something that somebody else does. Why? It's not hard. It's not like we're paying
No.
for it or you're paying
It's
for it.
easier
right?
to be nice to somebody than it is to be mean. I mean,
Yeah.
in general, because all I'll tip a person that comes to the house $50 that day, for dropping off a pizza. Why? My wife says to me one time, "Why'd you do that?" I said, "Because for all I know, they're having a bad day, and I just made their day. I don't do it for myself. I do it because they might need it.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People don't know what we're going through. We could look like we're all right. Same thing with our, on the car scene. You could look like you're doing all right. As a matter of fact, I know for you, this was a big thing in your life to help you. You know what I mean? And it's a big thing in a lot of our lives to help us. Like, this is why we do it.
Yeah.
So to sit there and put down what we are trying to do to lift ourselves up and bring ourselves back down, I think that's a little ridiculous.
It is.
And the best way to fix it is we just need to come together and just love what we're all trying to do.
Yeah.
Like I said, even down to the smallest thing.
So, I mean, coming together is the big thing. Whether we all live in the same area or drive the same type of car or even belong to the same car group, right?
Yeah.
We're all in the same community. We're all in the car community.
110%.
Coming together. So, for example, right now, all the people that's here, right?
Yeah.
We're from all different areas around here. We're part of the Black Glass family, but we're all doing our own different things too. But we found a cause to come together to have a good time and enjoy
110%.
Right? So why can't the rest of the car community do that when we're at shows?
Yeah.
Right? So that's where people come together for common causes shows, right? But when you come to shows and everybody wants to fight over either, well, why that group win that trophy or why that group get that attention, right?
Well, we've been the ones before where the people throwing the shows are the people winning the trophies. I mean,
we talked about this last week, actually.
Yeah.
Stroudsburg.
Yeah.
Where they brought their special guest day in. He comes in right before they
he came in 20 minutes late after the judging was supposed to be done.
Yeah, and won all the trophies.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the thing is it's one of those, it just upsets me because, number one, you made the rules. You said that the trophies were going to be judged by this point in time and everything. How is it they come in 20 minutes late and they're winning a trophy? Was it prejudged? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
We drove, 45 minutes?
45 minutes.
To get there? You know what I mean? And literally, just to get passed over?
Yeah.
I mean, that's, it doesn't seem fair. Now, granted, that's how it came off to me. You know what I mean?
To more than just us. So, a couple people chimed in last week. Angie, Black Cherry with the Durango.
Yeah. Oh, I love her. She's sweet.
Yes. She chimed in. Same thing. James from Envious.
Yeah.
Same thing. We all felt the same way. that they rolled in and they just got handed trophies.
110%.
But again, it wasn't right that they did that, but we're not there for the trophies. Now, have I found myself, hey buddy, feeling that way sometimes when I felt that people were getting trophies that didn't deserve it, and I feel either I or somebody I was with should have got everything. Yeah, we've all been
and
there,
and you're right. You know, it isn't about the trophies, and it is about the trophies too, though, because it's one of those, like, I'm building my car because I want it to be seen, and I like to see that I was recognized for what I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in a way, we can't say it's not about the trophies. It is, but it's not the main reason. You know, it's this big of a reason why I'm there. Other than that, I want to enjoy everybody's company, see everybody's car, and everything else. But when you have something that is like so blatantly looking like it's rigged, not going to say it's rigged, because I mean, you know,
that one was blatantly rigged. There's no doubt in my mind that was blatantly rigged. You couldn't hide it. There was no hiding that.
You're right. I didn't want to be the one to.
It was so. I mean, I literally said something.
You did. You called it out. You called it out right away. And you know, and like I said, we weren't the only ones. I mean, to the point where you knew everybody's name.
Yeah.
And was like, oh, they're not here. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll put it to the side for them. Like,
now everybody knows I am not afraid of calling something out and being that guy. Sometimes am I wrong? Yes. Sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I go a little overboard. Do I admit it when I'm not? I sure do.
Yeah.
Right?
I hear.
But sometimes we have to call certain things out.
Of course.
You know, sometimes stuff like that, if we don't call it out, we're not going to bring the attention to it that it needs to change.
Yeah. And there's other shows too, you know, that like, I mean, you have a show that you're paying XYZ for, you show up, and, you know, I'll say, like, you have the same cars winning all the time, you know, and you know, you're taking in so much money and you're giving out 10 trophies. I'm not going to call out the thing because, you know, I don't feel that's right.
No.
But you're giving out 10 trophies, and it seems like a lot of them are repeat cars. And not that they don't deserve it. I won't say that the cars did not deserve it. But, you know, like, come on, you have 200 people there and 10 trophies. My car show had maybe like 50 to 75 people. I had 24 trophies for them. Handmade.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And there's got to be a fine line between how many you have. Because, like, I do get having a certain amount of trophies, right? Because if you have 100 trophies and you got 200 cars, you're pretty much giving everybody one. So you have to kind of limit it, but not to that, right? Have a good median to where people know they have a chance, right? So 20, if you have 200 cars, 20 trophies, 25
I think that's fair.
Is a good amount.
Yeah, and like I said, that was our first show that we did, so that's why I made so many, because I was like, I don't know how many people are going to show up. If I got a bunch of people, great. If I don't, you know, great. Either way, I was just happy to be doing it and being able to present something to people.
Yeah.
You know, and we had it. I feel for our first show was a decent show out, and you know, it just so happens we had 24 trophies, and yes, some people got repeat trophies, not repeat trophies, but for something else on their car.
Category.
Yeah, another category.
Yeah.
Because once again, we use the points-based system. You know what I mean? And that's just how it goes. Like, I mean, we had a trophy for stock wheels.
So you said point-based. So there's points-based, and then there's where somebody's just judging on like caliber cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is your preference when it comes to judging? Obviously, it has to be points-based because you do it for your show, right?
It's points-based, but we break it down into like it's into two separate sections. Like, we have modified and unmodified. So this way, the unmodified car still has the same amount of chance as the modified car.
Okay.
Yes. So there's, like, you know, you have stock paint, you know, you have custom paint, wrap, you know, like those are
So
things.
you don't do wrap and paint together? No, like something.
No, we don't do, because wrap is not a paint. You know, there are two different industries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's two different processes to that.
Yeah.
You know, so they are separate. You know, you can't put paint and wrap together in my mind, because it's not paint, it's wrap.
You can't.
You know what I mean?
You can't. No. it's to me, I like the point space because afterwards you can go up to the judges and be like, hey, where did I fall at? Where did I fall short of? And you can see what you fell short of, so you know what to
Yeah.
fix for next time, right?
Mm-hmm.
It
110%.
gives you that that base that you need to
It
get
gives
to
you the
that second
guidance on
design.
where you should kind of look to next, because you could do a million things to your exterior, but your exterior was already good. But
Yeah.
you don't know that. You think, okay, well, I just got to put this one more carbon fiber piece on the outside, and I'm going to start winning. Well, you're not losing because of that carbon fiber piece. You're losing because your interior is stock.
I
You
was
know?
told that all the point space I go to,
Yeah.
where I fall short is my interior because my exterior, my motor, everything.
And I feel you on that. And like even okay, my M3. I've done exterior stuff to it, and I've done interior stuff. But the issue is the interior stuff that's available for my car. Like I've looked everywhere. I've scoured every single forum, internet, site that makes parts for this car, and I pretty much have everything done on the interior that they make
Yeah.
for this car. But the thing is that a lot of people wouldn't understand it. Mine's a 23 on my center console. There was a blank spot, and I said, "What the heck is this blank spot on my car?" And I looked it up, and in 21 and 22, it actually said M3 competition.
Okay.
So what did I do? I ordered up the 21, 22 piece for it, put it in.
Yeah.
No one would know that that's an upgrade.
They wouldn't. They
You
wouldn't. I
know,
think it's not. Yeah.
I already have the regular interior lighting. Well, I added it to my center console to match. It goes so well with it, you would think it came that way.
Yeah.
So like you're not going to give me points for that because it is what it is.
Yeah.
Now, if you ask me, I'll be like, well, this doesn't belong in here. That doesn't belong in here. And even like right to my rondelle on my steering wheel.
Yep.
That there, it's a carbon fiber overlay of the anniversary. The original was the black and blue
Yeah. Yeah.
on there, but to look at it, it looks like it belongs on the car because it's the anniversary car.
The mods you did are so subtle and stock looking, you
Mhm.
never know unless you were told.
Exactly. I even got little M symbol things that go right in the scuff parts of the handle
Okay.
that look like they just came from the factory that
Yeah.
way. So even though I have modded the inside of my car to the extent that I have available to the normal eye or the normal judge, it's like, oh, stock interior, exterior was done somewhat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would lose points on that, and it kind of sucks, because at least at that point I could look at the judge when I say, hey, and they go, well, you did nothing in the interior. I could be like, well, actually, hold on, I did do this, this, and this, and this way, if they ever see me again in another competition, they could be like, oh, this guy actually does have stuff done that I didn't realize. And some people like that subtlety. I like the subtlety.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have like a big wing on the back of my car. I have a nice little kick up,
Yep.
but I didn't go with, originally my thoughts on the build was GT3, GT4, big spoiler, bring it down low, big lip on the front, and then I just got to the point where I looked at it and I'm like, no, I want subtle, elegant, like executive, you know what I mean? Like just a clean look on the car. Because not everyone has to have something that looks like it's going a million miles per hour sitting there.
Yeah.
Does it still look fast and mean? Yes.
Of course. Yeah.
But it does, it doesn't have the look of a GT car.
Yeah.
But that's not the look I'm going for.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing too. Like you were saying, like everyone has their own flavor.
Yeah.
So why are we going to pick on someone else's flavor?
It's so our cars are a representation of ourselves, right? We mod cars to our taste and to our likings. So not everybody's going to either like it, agree with it, or see where we're going with it.
110%.
So like the car that's in that you're in the process of doing, right? Somebody may not see that vision, but you see it.
Of course.
Right? And it's hard to tell somebody or explain it to them to see it because it's what's in your head, right?
Well, I've found like my way of thinking a lot of times, which changed a little bit slightly, but I've always liked the stock sleeper look. You know what I mean? That's why my Evo is not overdone. It's just got an updated a facelift front end, a nice the facelift technically turbo on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like that because I never felt like I had to go above and beyond that because I like that look of like, oh, it's just a stock Evo. But no, it's got a little more kick to it. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
And not everybody wants to be the fast, flashy guy out there.
Yeah.
But I still think we should appreciate his build.
Of course.
You know,
Of course.
it's just like when you have like someone that restored, like my buddy at the one show. He has his Firebird there, totally restored it. It's a 19, I think it's 1970 something. Beautiful. The thing's beautiful, and but if you don't know what it is, you're just like, oh, it's a Firebird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Type thing. And it's like, no, this guy put massive amounts of time into it, just like you did with your full build. You got to appreciate that too.
And the problem where people don't appreciate is nobody goes up to anybody and talks and asks them anymore, right?
No.
They all want to just walk by and just make opinions instead of going up and saying, hey, what did you do to your car? What do you
110%.
got here?
Yeah,
So
what-
I
what-
do that. I love to go up
Yep.
and talk to people. That's how I've met probably almost everybody in here,
Mm-hmm.
right? Nobody does that no more. They just want to judge. and
Listen,
not
you
find
pop
out.
the hood on my car, and it looks so stock that everyone's like, "Oh, you didn't do anything on their hood." No, I did. There's Mashimoto intakes in there. They're black with an M on it, so they think it's an M car.
I only know because you showed me. Told me. I would have never known.
Exactly.
You would never know that they were aftermarket.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it just so happens that Mashimoto has M on it, and I'm not a big flashy carbon fiber guy. I'll put it all over the inside of my car. I'm not a big flashy carbon fiber guy for the outside. What happens? They fade, they crack. You look at it wrong, it might do something. It's like, no, I'm not that guy. I like my gloss black. Like I said, that executive, like sleek look. It doesn't have to be, everyone's like, oh, you have no carbon fiber on the car. Well, like, I don't have to have carbon fiber on the car. Why do I have to have carbon fiber to look good?
You don't. So I'm the same way. I'm not a carbon fiber guy, but yet a lot of the parts they make for my car, like interior, it's carbon fiber, but I don't like carbon fiber.
Well, I just fell into this issue here because the body kit that I have for my car, for the lip and the back lip and everything, they make it in the plastic black. Okay? I bought them and I tried finding the side skirts to match. Unfortunately, the only thing they don't make in that style is the side skirts in ABS black.
Yeah.
I could only find it in carbon fiber. So what did I do? I bought it in carbon fiber. It is now at my buddy's shop, and by the way, his shop's Color Matcher. He's in he's actually in Allentown.
Okay.
And does phenomenal work.
Okay.
And let me tell you what, he's painting them black for me.
So you're gonna take the carbon fiber and paint it black because you couldn't find it, but why?
Because I couldn't find it black. Other than that, there would not be a piece of carbon fiber outside of my car.
It's so weird that they don't make it in the black because it's so easy, right? It's easier to make it in that than it is.
And I've looked everywhere. And that's the other thing, like we were talking about earlier too. Stop buying these parts from expensive parts places.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, every part that I have on that car, except for that front lip, it was Amazon or eBay.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, they fit perfect. They work perfect. I don't care what you say about my car because I have a $49 air inlet that's normally $400 from this site here. They look good. It lasts.
It does
and everything
the same
else.
thing, right?
It does the same thing. Why am I going to pay that much? The price gouging on this stuff is ridiculous.
And then with the tariffs?
Everything. It's
Who's
just
paying for the tariffs? The companies aren't paying for
Oh
it.
no,
We
of
are.
course not. It's anything with any big business. Any big business, if their expense goes up, your expense goes up because their expense doesn't go up. And that's how it works. Unfortunately, but there are ways around it. And like everyone's like, oh, like I got this part here from this person, or this site and everything. And it's like, that's great. That's awesome. It's good to say that you can afford that. I can't.
Yeah.
But my stuff fits just as well as yours.
Yeah.
Looks exactly the same. Sometimes, especially for the newer people that don't have money once again, oh, you don't have this, type of exhaust on it. Are you crazy? You don't have this. You need that. No, they don't. Like, if they can get it cheaper, get it cheaper. Do what you can do within your means.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it should come down to a branding on cars either.
No.
And that's a big thing is branding on cars.
But it's been like that though, even before cars, right? It's been like that since we were in school, younger, right?
Oh,
like growing up with people with less money, like I had less money. The kids that had their parents had money, they had Nike's name brand shoes. They'd make fun of the kids that didn't. So the way society is now and the way people judge, it started since we were kids. And And that's where we need to figure out how to change it is in the schools with teaching kids not to bully. Like where we go up in Scranton, they're public schools. So I wish my public school was like this. You have to wear uniforms, and it has to be the same uniforms as everybody else, right?
Yeah.
They have certain shoes they have to wear. To where this kid that's got a little more money than this kid can't come in and make fun
You're
of him because
equal.
he don't
It
have.
puts you on an equal playing level.
Yes, I
Yeah.
wish they would have had that when I was growing because it started from there, and
Of course.
it got embedded in the way everybody
Listen,
thinks and does things.
I didn't grow up with
Yeah.
money at all. I lived in a shelter with my dad at one point in time. You know what I mean? Like my grandma used to get me shoes. She called them Bobos. You know,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's like, you know, I didn't always have everything good. Now, do I try to make sure my kids do for the most part? You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't go above and beyond
Yeah.
for it because I don't believe that you have to.
But you've got to a point where you're able to do things for your kids, right?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. But your kids, you've also teach them to appreciate things.
Oh, of
I
course.
met your kids.
Yeah.
They're not that type of kids where, yeah, they know they have certain things other kids don't, but you would never know that from them.
Well, the other thing that we need to see more from the car community too, on that point, is I've had people come up to me and be like, "Wow, how could I get one of these? How could I do that?" And I look at them and I say, "You know what? In all honesty, you just got to work hard. You just got to work hard. You can do it. It's up to you to do it.
It is.
You know,
Yeah.
no one else is going to get you to where you want to be but you.
Yeah.
You know, can you have some helping hands along the way? Of course.
We all could.
You know, we could all use that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's up to you. So if you see someone who's failing, it's because they are failing. It's not, you know, they'll blame it on something else. Oh, well, you know, I came from a poor family. I came from a poor family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's what I chose to do with my life.
Yeah.
You know, that's what matters is what
Yeah.
your choices are. So that's what I tell them all the time. Like I have people constantly coming out like, oh, what do you do? Well, like how? And it's like, oh, you know, that's crazy. I'll never be able to afford one of those, which is the worst thing I hate to hear.
Yeah.
Because they already have doubt in their mind, and these are younger people. You know, between 16 to 25, they're like, oh yeah, I wish I could do that. Maybe one day. And it's like, why do you have the doubt already?
Yeah.
Like, man, when I was your age, I had the spark where I was like, I'm gonna do something. I don't care how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know, but this generation now, like even getting my son, you know, like I used to go around and I would mow lawns. I would do whatever I could do to get money for what I want to do. No kids do that anymore. They have no gumption to get out of the house and do this, you know. But this is where like the car community can pick them up and just be like, hey, come on out of the house. Let's do this.
Yeah.
You know, let's make something great.
We need to start a trend, right? Where we're out at these car shows and we need to find the kids that are out there and we need to go up and talk to them more.
I don't know if you remember. You weren't. Oh, that's right. You didn't make it to mine. At mine, we actually had a kids judging.
Yeah.
Where they got to pick their favorite car. You know, get the kids into it, not just the adults.
Yeah.
You know, have the kids just be like, "This is my favorite car," and you know what? It's funny because they'll pick a car that like wasn't even a thought in my mind to win something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're like, "That's the car I like," and because
something.
they literally, being young like that, they had the open-mindedness to not care on who you are, what it is. If that's what they like, that's what they like.
Costs.
Exactly. They don't care.
Yeah.
They just think it's cool.
We need to keep them that way, and that's the problem.
Yes.
With society and social media, everybody, you know, well, you got to have this or you got to have that, and they make these certain trends.
110%.
And that's where it starts going left.
It really does.
And it's so hard to correct these actions.
Yes. Well, it's like I said, and it's like that. It doesn't even matter on the age anymore for that because it's one of those, like I said, like, you know, I've had people come up to me like, oh, why didn't you go with like the Eventuri, you know, carbon fiber intake? Because it's $2,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't got $2,000, and this intake does the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
You know, is it as flashy? No, and I don't need it flashy.
Does it work the same as the one that
Exactly.
costs half the price? Yeah.
You know, like I don't need that. Like I said, there shouldn't be a branding. I mean, granted, yes, there is a such thing as cheap parts. There are, you know,
Of course.
which that's a whole nother subject. But at the same time, there's right and wrong. You know,
Yes.
will this work? Yes, it will. Am I wrong for it?
No.
No. So.
Yeah. No, you're exactly right. So as a community, we all need to start putting these things into place together, right?
110%.
Coming up this season, I encourage everybody to go up and talk to people that you think may need that extra encouragement or motivation to stick with it and to keep moving and enjoy the community for what it is, because the car community is a wonderful place, especially for people that's going through mental health issues
And
or
also,
somebody without friends that's looking to make friends, right?
if you're doing this, you could go up to, it doesn't even have to be a car. Like, let's just say it's not your flavor of car. Just go up to them. You know what I mean? Like, don't just pick out, oh, well, I like their car, so I'm going to go talk. No, just if you see some, even if it's a car you don't like, but you see like they're struggling a little bit or they need direction, just go up to them. It doesn't matter what they're driving.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. If they come in with a rusted out car, and talk to them. They might be like, listen, I'm going to school for auto body, or I'm just doing it myself at home, trying to teach myself. I'm hoping one day that this comes out beautiful. Just point them in the right direction, help them.
Yeah.
Or even
don't let them give up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because even though it might not be our flavor or thing, it's theirs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let them have that. Let that, that put them in the spotlight a little bit too.
No, for sure. We all need to. Again, let's make that initiative and spread that while we're out at car shows and talk to other people about that. That's, again, talking to people. A lot of people don't do that no more. They stick to their little groups and they don't go out and they don't talk to different people to just learn different things.
I think it would be nice too, even at gatherings and stuff like that, at the end, after giving out the trophies to these beautiful cars.
Yeah.
And just be like, uh-oh.
Again. Oh, no, I think that's an old one. I think that might be an old comment.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Everybody else?
Everybody else seem all right? Yeah.
We're learning. We're learning.
Yep.
The next
We're
one we're going to be
figuring it
good.
out.
Don't worry. The next one we will be good.
We'll do some test runs.
That's right. We'll do test runs.
It's possible.
It could be the mic settings. So I've tested these on my own, but I've never tested them
with a live audience,
with live people.
Yeah.
And this was the whole purpose of doing it here. So when we're at shows doing it, I know what
to expect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, they said we're good over here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, like I was saying, like even at the end of the show, be like, point out those cars that won the awards, and then point out some that you see, like, oh look, like just make a point to be like, hey, and I also seen like this, this car, these people out here, working on their, thing, looks like could be something coming up and coming. So keep your eyes open, just to announce, for the people that are trying, that they know they're being seen on what they're doing, not looked over.
So maybe like these shows, like some of these shows should have like a an award for somebody that they see is working on something that
absolutely
either isn't there or not quite there, and giving them a award for like just the encouragement, motivation. I don't know what to call it or not like that. But
you can call it an up and comer. You can call it the next big thing.
There we go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it would give them the encouragement, because you see some of these cars that are out at these shows that you could tell they're being worked on.
It's a work in progress, but they still brought it out to the show.
Yes.
Not to get bashed on, not to get none, but they brought it out because they are proud of where they're at and where they're going with it.
Yeah.
And as they should be.
You know what? I think I'm going to do something on my own. I think I'm going to create a trophy myself, and when I'm out at shows, I give that out to somebody that I think is an up and comer.
110%.
I'm going to call it, like, the Lone Boosted Up and Comer award, and I can just give that, or maybe talk to the show promoter and give that out off, basically in conjunction with me.
110%.
Right? To try to start getting people encouraged more.
Because that's the main thing. Like I said, we're seeing all the nice cars that are winning, but we're not seeing the cars that, or I should say the people, not just the cars, but the people that are trying.
Yeah.
I think there should be like best effort. You know what I mean? Like you're trying. You're.
So I think, like I said, I talk about it a lot, right? And I talk about wanting to change, and I think this is something I could do on my own to show and to start to change, right? Because I can talk about it all day long.
Listen,
but unless we put it in motion,
it takes one drop of water to create a ripple.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the drop of water right there.
There we go.
So that's the way I look at it.
This is why I do this podcast, so we can talk about things and come up with ideas to help change the community or help make the community better.
Yeah.
And like I said, anybody can do it. It doesn't have to be a show promoter. It doesn't have to be a business. It doesn't have to be a sponsor. It could be any one of us at that show
110%.
that can make somebody feel better to want to continue to keep doing it.
110%.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna run with that idea. I know a guy that makes trophies. You know, I don't know where he went. I think he left, but I will get with him and come up with something. I think and
definitely.
and give that out at shows myself.
Yeah.
Just walk up. I don't have to do it.
I wouldn't mind even if you wanted. I'll collab with you on
Yeah.
it. You know.
Not even do it at the end. If I just walk around and just give it to him. Hey,
Yeah.
on behalf of Low and Boosted and Top Gear Garage, we would like to give
Yeah,
you
definitely.
this.
I would love to do that. I think
do
it
this.
needs. I think it needs to be done.
I think we have a good idea, and I think it's something that we could do on our own just to motivate that one person we think that show needs some motivation.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
No, definitely. I'm down.
Talked about all the bad, all the good. What else do you think we need to talk about when it comes to the car community?
You know, there's so much that could be said about the car community because there are so many great things too. You know, there are so many great things about the car community. Like just us being here. You know what I mean? Today, like if it wasn't for the car community, we wouldn't have
all
this
these
gathering.
people
We wouldn't have these great friends here. You know,
Yeah.
we wouldn't be sitting here talking right now.
Yeah.
You know, or have all these great people that are watching us. You know, live.
No, for sure.
You know, which we appreciate all yous out there because
No, we do appreciate them for sure. We appreciate everybody that's doing it for the right reasons, right? We have everybody here from people that just drive cars to people that own businesses in the car room to show promoters, to guys that, we got everybody in here from literally everything that we're talking about from all aspects of the car community we have in this room, right?
Yeah.
And they're all hearing what we're saying, and they all want to make it better just like we do.
Of course.
And I think we have the right resources and the right people around us.
Oh, yes. 110%.
To focus on, right? We can't make the entire car community better, but we can make this area of Eastern Pennsylvania.
Can't fix everything, but we could start somewhere, you know?
Yes.
We can at least start somewhere, and hopefully that is just, like I said, like a drop in water. Just let it ripple out from there. People are going to see this, and they're going to be like, wow, why aren't we doing this? Yeah. Look at the car community that they have versus the car community we have. Let's fix this.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, it starts with one.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
hey, Dustin, what's the name of your company? Printed 3D stuff, guys. That's who does it all. Engraving, anything 3D printed. That's the guy. And engraving, that's right.
Laser engraving.
But yeah, and 3D laser scanning. There we go. But yeah, we have everybody from all different walks of life in the car industry here.
Oh yeah.
And we can literally make the change we need in our local area. And I think we're on the right track. Like I said, there's a lot to talk about in the car community. Yeah. That's why I do this podcast.
We're all here because we love cars.
Yes. We all have
We love cars. We love making friends. We love seeing something new.
Right. Yeah.
Different, you know.
Yeah. Most car clubs, right, either are all like one type of car, right, which is fine. I'm in one. I'm in a Subaru club.
Yeah.
But I'm also part of the blackglass
family. That's an amazing club, by the way.
It is an amazing club.
I have been designated an unofficial Subaru.
There you go.
Remember?
There you go.
Remember if you remember.
Yeah.
My BMW unfortunately identifies as a Subaru.
As long as you don't break down like a Subaru, you're all right. But we got all different people in here with all different cars in here, and that's what makes this group so good, right? We got muscle cars, tuner cars.
Yes. We have
hyper
cars. We have supercars.
Yeah. I mean, that one behind us,
Yeah.
And we all come together and have a good time because of the love of the cars and the community.
110%.
And this is what it's about right here. Yeah. It don't get better than
that. The car community should be a close-knit family in general. You know what I mean? Like that's how we treat it here. We're a family.
Yeah.
I mean, we're eating together. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what families do. So.
That's it. We're at the good old hour mark where I like to keep my podcast because people like to tune out after an hour.
I hear you.
Right?
Yeah.
I try to keep it at
We
that.
all got our lives outside of here.
And I want to keep more to talk to, right?
Of course.
I don't want to get all of it in one conversation because I could bring you back on in a couple months and we have more to talk about.
Of course. I'd be glad to come back on anytime.
I would always have you come back on. So let's partner up on doing that thing where we can hand something out ourselves while we're at shows.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll come up with a little thing, promote that.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
I'm sure the shows we go to won't care, even if they knew or didn't know. I'm gonna do it regardless.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if they know or they don't know, there's no reason to get mad at supporting another fellow car enthusiast.
Yeah. But yeah, this year you'll see us both out. We'll probably got a letter. We'd like to go.
Oh yeah, we'll be around.
So, guys, thank you for watching. Go ahead and check out his shop. Go ahead and follow me everywhere at Low and Boosted. Go over to my Spotify. Please go to my Spotify and follow Low and Boosted Podcast on Spotify. Trying to get that up. Go ahead.
Before we go, I have one other announcement. As you know, I own Buck Rubs Gentlemen's Club. We actually just had a dancer pass away.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
Last weekend from a heart attack, unfortunately. And we actually just did a collection for her, and I did a Drive for Danger thing. It was short notice, but I had at least like 6 people showed up. Well, 7. We had one from another one from our club here that showed up just to throw a donation. And stuff. So, like I said, the car community has a lot to do. We have the opportunity out there to help so many people because everything that we've raised for her, we actually raised $3,200 for her kids because she left 2 kids behind.
Yeah, it may not sound like much, but it's something, right?
Yes,
and did that through the car community.
The car community certainly had a hand in it.
Yes,
so all that's appreciated to everybody and anybody that helped. So
definitely.
But I'd like to thank everybody for that.
Yeah, we're sorry to hear about that. And of course, I'm glad people come together to help because we need to do that more. But yeah, check him out. Butt Rubs. And
Buck, B-U-C-K.
Yeah, there we go. And Joe's Top Gear Garage. Go ahead, guys. Follow me at Low and Boosted Podcast on Spotify. Go check out my merch store on Etsy. Just go to lowandboosted.com. It'll take you right there. Check out Blackglass Automotive Styling, the best detail wrap tint company in the area. The guys over there, check them out. Don't forget this year we got Downshift Nation shows coming up. They are my favorite shows.
Yeah.
We got my guy in the house. Y'all gonna want to catch them, But thank you guys. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Go enjoy the festivities and the people here.
Eat some more.
And and eat some more. Thank you guys very much. I'm going to go ahead and put on. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. But thank you. Go ahead and check out all my stuff. Y'all have a good night.
Good night, guys.
Why is this not clicking?
Your car deserves more than just a wash. At Blackglass, we give it the full treatment. PPF to protect your paint, tint to keep you cool and protected from UV rays, ceramic coating for that deep lasting shine, paint correction to restore a flawless finish, and detailing to make it feel brand new. Want a new look? Try a color change wrap, bold, clean, and completely custom. And do you have a fleet? Our commercial wraps make your business stand out and your brand unforgettable, where quality, protection, and style come standard. Book your appointment with Blackglass today.